Welcome in, everyone. We are still, once again, playing Sultan's game. We just started it last time, and we are getting into it. Fate's Ledger, we've gotten a whole point. Let's see here. The lowest we can get is a 3. Yeah, no, there's a 2 here as well. The lowest we can get is to add more coins to the beginning of our game. And the second lowest we can get, boon-wise, is giving ourselves better stats at the beginning of the game. And that's really it. Everything else is much more expensive. So we're going to have to play a lot more to get more Fate's Ledger boons. But we've only completed literally just like one thing. So let's get back into it. See if we can't get more fate points. No. Continue. I meant to hit the continue button. So here we are, a few days in. Let's see where we're at. Let's see our progress. So we have survived for 13 days so far. We have defeated 2 stone challenges, and we're working on a third. As you can see, there are 2 of each challenge in each rank, except for gold. There's only 1 of gold, and we've had to pass on the gold cards already. This is crazy, because trying to do a gold card now is hard. So yeah, we're two down, and we've survived for 13 days. The Sultan, prior to us, did this entire deck in 14 days. He did 3 cards a day for 2 weeks and got it done. We're behind that, but we don't really have the same resources as the Sultan himself. We also have up to 7 days between each challenge card. So we have a week to get each challenge card done, which is very generous, honestly. Very generous indeed. We are currently working on a conquest card. The famous Hamar brothers are a little difficult, but could satisfy this conquest card, I believe. Yeah, he could. As could the riots outside the city, which might be a little less crazy for us to do. But we've got all kinds of things here to do. So let me get organized here. Let's get this out down here, this down here. That's good. So this is the backpack, and we can go through the rows. But I have decided to move my intelligence into its own row and my books into its own row, because they will inevitably clutter up the space. And then I can have my people here. Our wife does want to talk to us. She wishes to speak with us, so we're gonna... make sure we talk to her. Hi, Broccoli. Welcome in. Welcome in. I have thrown down the gauntlet of Boulder for any who wish to challenge me. Rock is powerful, but not so powerful as to destroy bureaucracy, aka parchment. But certainly can cut through shears. Like, shears is not a problem. Feel free to find out if it is me or you who wins. All right. At nightfall, you are sitting by the window, worrying about the Sultan's card. A pair of warm and soft hands rest on your shoulders. What a cruel fate. What a terrifying thing. Why should it be borne by you? Maggie says, softly, while gently massaging your shoulders. There are so many scoundrels in the Empire, so many impatient to harm others, but why must he force you into this game? You cover her hand with yours, turning to meet her gaze. Her beautiful eyes are full of worry and love. You kiss by the window, alleviating the worries about the future, at least at this moment. You have a partner who loves truly, something even the Sultan has never had. Such enormous happiness. So we gained sense of happiness ×1 from that. We quite literally went to the House of Delights to cheat on our wife, and she is worried about us. I love her so much. So this is a status. Maggie remembers a time when you made her feel happy, safe. The echo of happiness lingers in her heart, leaving it unguarded and tender. It's a stackable. I don't particularly know what to do with it. Maybe we'll put this and the rationality down here instead. Maybe that would be for the best. All right. We have many things to do. You are a playboy. One of the 4 esteemed individuals granted the honor of serving as the Sultan's personal guard. We've met 3 of the 4 of them now. Permitted to bear arms in the Sultan's presence. The best swordsman in the capital, yet too handsome to guard the harem and too clever to serve the army. Instead, he lingers in the House of Delights, befriending prostitutes and artists. What the frick? He does have one opposition with us. What the frick does he want? You don't know what he intends to do. Surely he didn't come to just mock himself. Either you or your wife must greet this guest. It'll take a day, but it does not expire. We have other things that are expiring that are more important to deal with. This is an attire that Faraj would do well with. Thief's shoes would do well on Limera. The Ring of the Lovebirds would do well for us, but we are not going to give up our golden ram earrings, actually. And our wife has these earrings. Though the Ring of the Lovebirds... no, we don't have a ton of money, so I'm not going to buy anything. This full armor would be super nice, actually. It's better than this. And it's way, way better than this. Stio... let's see here. We are currently rocking the large bouquet. But I think I want to change that. And I will take back the saber. Okay. We're not gonna buy anything there. Let's see here. We do need to go... deal in the grand game. No, that's just giving us extra wisdom. So the survival 3 is all ours. And we have this book, which I wanted to put on our person anyway. Because it would give us a base 1 for magic, which we're currently using equipment to bolster. This note in a book is what got us private meeting. Vanity, Vanity, and the riots outside the city are just events that happen. We can wait on Vanity, Vanity, especially if we can get a Carnality or a Bloodshed card to deal with Nayla, who is a piece of support. We need to deal with her. She obviously thinks Carnality is the only option, but you know better. We could use a Bloodshed card on her if we needed to. But we have to go there in person. I was gonna do... I was gonna up the... This is as large as the text can get, so if you cannot read it, feel free to ask me to read anything on any of the screens at any time. I would love to hear from any of you. And PP, I know you're not streaming today, but if you need explanations for anything, because this is your first time looking at Sultan's game, please feel free to ask. I am more than happy to explain everything and anything. Okay. Who is here? We have 3 support today against his own opposition of us. we have made Zaki very much our friend, so we do not have to go to court today. She does not give 2 shits about us. She is a princess of a fallen kingdom, and Suya. A tribe once implored the Sultan for protection from its neighbors' raids. The Sultan graciously received its gifts of its princess and deployed his iron army to march on the tribe, conquering it before its neighbors could. The princess, who lost everything, saw through the Sultan's capriciousness and never would she again place her hopes in him. The Sultan soon tired of this frigid consort. She is forgotten in a quiet corner of the harem. In silence, she wilts. But we do have 2 pieces of slander on us, but we don't have to send anyone. Zaki will speak for us regardless. He will speak on our behalf anyway. So that means that this is done. This is done. Okay. We do need someone to manage the estate, which is, generally speaking, our wife. So that's fine. Lumera could assist. But I think we're fine with just our wife, so she can do that. Who is in the bookstore? The administrator in charge of all palace affairs. Okay, the Chamberlain is in. He doesn't have any opposition or support for us. We should probably do something about that. Wisdom and sociability is what we need here. She has 5 between the 2. So we could send her and buy another book, because she is the one who reads all the books. And perhaps even influence Lazag some, which is great. Okay. Since my wife is managing the estate, I have to go greet Nabani, which is fine. The famous Hamar brothers can continue to run rampant, because I don't really have any ability to take them down. We can do the riots in the city tomorrow for the conquest card with Faraj, and possibly help the city, which means that I want him. I don't have enough influence to visit the prison yet. I need 3. I do have enough renown to be pretty well liked by everyone. I love how these sound when I do this. I think it only affects text in the walls of text. Maybe. No, I'm pretty sure that everything on the board has also gotten bigger. All of these have gotten bigger. It just... the text everywhere has gotten slightly bigger. It's just they... Like, on your screen, it will be big. On my stream, it's going to be smaller. So if you need me to read anything, please just ask. Broccoli. I would love... so I guess it's to the bathhouse for him. He's gonna learn some things at the bathhouse and get us more intelligence, because we always desperately need intelligence. These are all of my buffs. I have this tactics that I'm saving, but the famous Hamar brothers are just gonna continue being a problem. And these we can't really do anything with without more of them. So, this is where we stand. These are where we're sending our people. The House of Delights has Juna, but that's fine. And it's time to end the day. Here we go. I appreciate that. Broccoli, I do try. But as you can see, yes, it's even bigger in the wall of text times as well. So yes, we are here at the bathhouse to gather rumors and learn about events. We have to have at least 1 success to get that. We have 6 dice from our 4 charisma and 2 sociability. And we got all 6 of them to be a success. So that was fantastic. You don't know why you always hear about various things. Maybe it's because people don't mind you walking up to them. We got a silver tactics card. Super nice. During your conversation with everyone, you unexpectedly learn about a matter that needs attention. Something noteworthy has happened. Oh. Here we go. A noble stopped you, hoping you could tell him the tier of himself and his archenemy. You recalled his name and made a judgment silently in your heart. He was just a bronze-tiered young man, and his arch-enemy, who was about to inherit the family property, would soon reach silver tier. Your arch-enemy is silver tier. As for you, you hesitate whether to tell the truth. Do we tell him that he is worse than he is as a bronze tier? Or a stone tier? Do we tell him that he is a bronze tier? Period, the end. Do we lie to him and tell him he's a silver or a gold tier even? What shall we do, chat? What shall we do? I think I don't want to be mean and say he's a stone tier, because I think that would crush his hopes. I don't really want to bolster him too much as a silver or gold tier, because he's going to do something stupid with that information, let's be honest. If we tell him the truth, he has the chance to attempt to raise his own tier himself. At the very least, he will know where he stands with his arch enemy, and he will be more cautious. I can't lie to people if my life depended on it. I find that honesty is, generally speaking, the best policy. There are specific social niche places where being brutally, directly honest can be more of a detriment than a boon. Someone who really truly believes that they are shit and then acts like shit all the time because of it might need to be told that they are worth more than they are, even if at that point in time they are only worth shit. But thinking that they are capable of being better oftentimes leads them to becoming better, because it's a confidence issue, or just no one has told them that ever issue. And it may not be true in that moment, but it can become true. So I'm not saying that, lying is a necessity in life. I'm just saying that, generally speaking, there are very few situations where lying, either of omission or of an exaggerated truth, is reasonable in that moment. But they're niche cases, case-by-case basis. Generally speaking, telling the truth is probably better. Probably. It doesn't mean that the outcome or the consequence of telling the truth won't suck, but it is what it is, You're a bronze tier, dude. You honestly told him he was bronze tier. Am I not as good as him? The young man muttered in frustration. You then encouraged him, telling him that with hard work, he could also rise to silver tier. The man shook his head, unsure if he believed you, but he gave you some money as thanks. So we gained renown for our truth-telling, and we gained gold for doing him a service. So that worked out pretty well for us, actually. People are coming to the house. Let us see how much money our house can make. The most amount of money that we can yield, which is 5. We made money. All will be well indeed, Maggie. However, we are caressing this conquest card as we wander through the house as if we are the only person there. Because, like the Sultan, we know that everything that we have, everything that we build, can go away because of these challenges. You would be a 3-star in Waifu Gacha. Aww. Broccoli, that's so sweet of you. I mean, I am no 5-star, S-class beauty. That's for sure. But a 3-star? I'm pretty satisfied with that. I mean, I would consider myself a 2-star, but I have to live with myself, so that I may be a little bit biased. Definitely not a 1-star, though. I'm at least more competent than that. All right, we didn't go to the palace, but we did have someone speak on our behalf, and Zeki slid us some inside information. But this does make the Sultan slightly more weary, so he is now at 2 fatigue. Being far from the center of the whirlpool of power often makes it easier to be drawn into the abyss. And we have 2 points of slander against us because of Novel. Ugh, that man. Went to the bookstore to buy books. We got Ava's Diary, a silver book. Ooh, I wonder what that will give us. We have 5 dice. She needs 2 successes for her to influence the noble in question. Ah, easy. Excellent. Our dear little girl is not a noble in and of herself. She doesn't have the noble tag. She has the follower tag. So she needs those 2 successes, but she hit it out of the park. That girl. She's so smart. So we got an omen as well. Which is fantastic. I guess we could not get support from that guy? I don't know. We should have been able to, but maybe it requires a noble to have that. I don't know. Oh, Nabani, the most gorgeous swordsman in the capital, and the most adept user of his other sword come nighttime callings, knocks on your door. You don't know what he intends to do. Surely he didn't just come just to mock himself? Nabani probably spend half the evening mocking you, but unlike those who prey on your misfortunes, he shows a great interest in the Sultan's game. From now on, should there be any adventures or other interesting activities, you may consider this Nabani your ally. After saying this, he quietly leaves, stealing your best bottle of wine on the way out. Ah, what a jerk. So, he is now a follower. He has lost his opposition, and we have gained his support just for having him at our house, putting up with his making fun of us, and then saying, yeah, you can come on an adventure with us, sure. That's what you want. So we now have 2 noble followers to help us with things. And he's gonna have some stats, let me tell you. After returning from hunting, you accidentally discovered a wounded white rhino resting by the river. What should you do? A woman who claims to be a cartographer comes to visit you, hoping to meet you and gain your support. Explore the unknown oasis has appeared. Man, really said, I want to fuck prostitutes for life, too. He does. Like, his day job, guard the Sultan. And his night job, fuck all the bitches. I'm just saying. When you were once again caressing the cold card at night, Maggie quietly lit a lamp and approached from behind, massaging your aching temple. Go to bed early, dear. She gently kissed your hand and helped you put the card down, then softly said, perhaps we can consult the priests tomorrow. They might have a solution to expel the magic from this card. Maggie is the devotee of the Immaculate Purity. This city's largest temple venerates this ancient and powerful deity. But to get such an existence, to notice this game, your heart was slightly moved, perhaps. He could truly help you, but you always feel this may bring unexpected trouble. All right, my dear wife, let's go together. You're tired of being pushed around by such cruel game rules. You don't want to betray your conscience repeatedly for another 7 days. You grasped Maggie's soft hand and nodded. All right. You stood up, embracing your wife. If the priests can help you end this cruel game, it would be great. Okay. So we have really great renown. Not a lot of influence in court, but really great renown. We also have completed the story of a kind man. This is the story of a man whose kindness earned him great fame. The most boring guy in the world. 2 points. Nice. Well, we know what that was. Sewer crocodile, injured white rhino, and explore the unknown oasis. The crocodile and the rhino do not expire. Explore the unknown oasis does. The Hamar brothers are already gone. The riots outside the city is what we need to finish this conquest card with. These 2 can wait for a little while longer. Alright, let's organize our shit. What is this? Sociability 3. Ooh. That's so good. Tactics, silver. And then just our people. So let's get things sorted. The music is really, like, gorgeous in my ears. I'm sitting here, like, bopping away. Alright, what are your stats, dude? Physique only of 2, but a charisma of 5. That I believe. Wisdom 2. Combat 5. Sociability 5. Support 1. A noble and the Sultan's honor guard. So if we send him out on tasks, he's got some weight, but he is a playboy, so eh. Okay. Okay. Equipment merchant. Okay. We are getting magic and wisdom from our earrings, which is fine. We have a natural amount of 2 stealth and 2 sociability. A physique of 6, but that's being bolstered by the helmet and shield, as is our combat. And the ceremonial saber is also bolstering that. So our combat is actually 2, and our physique is a 4, generally speaking. But we're actually pretty good. We can, of course, do better, but... I will pass on these shoes this time, because the only person I'd probably put them on is Lumera. I'm just trying to decide who I want to read this. Sociability. Well, he doesn't need it. We could use it, but honestly, I think Lumera will actually... Or Farja would actually... No. I think Lumera benefits the most from it, so I actually think I might have her read that book today. I do want this. I do want this. So I'm gonna buy that. I'm gonna buy that. The Ring of the Lovebirds would be nice, but I think I just need this. So we're just gonna buy this. Success. I mean, you can't really fail it. You can't even buy it if you don't have the money for it. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna put this on you. The leather armor, I'm gonna put on you. Wahaha. And that, I think, works out. Cool. So you get to take care of the house, as always. Books. You get to go do the book thing. Who's here? Jabal is here. We actually got him to a neutral support, so he cancels himself out, really. So we don't necessarily have to send anyone to court, but we could. We'll send you to court. Yeah. That will be fine. And then I think we're gonna do the riots outside the city today. I mean, I know he will want to do this, but... we kind of need to finish his conquest card, so... this is where we're going. And... it's combat and physical strength, which we definitely have. I'm only gonna do this, though, because I think we will be fine with these numbers. I kind of wish I had a bronze one. That's fine. I mean, I could upgrade it to a silver. I'm keeping that gold for harder things, but I think this is okay, unless... nope. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So we're gonna deal with this conquest. I mean, she is a bronze, but it's fine. There will be more conquests later. What I definitely love about the game is that most men are half naked. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty nice for us. Half the women are half naked too, though. Most of the men and half the women. But, you know, they are in a place that is very hot, so it's fine. Alright, let's go get involved in some riots. That leaves us with just money. We would need to send someone to the bookstore to buy a book, so I'm not gonna worry about that. And we cannot visit the prison because we don't have the influence to do the bribe yet. Alright, let's go. I mean, think about the opening to the Disney version of Aladdin. I'm just saying it's relevant to this game too. You come across a rumor that there are riots outside the city and a noble lady is caught by vagrants. You try to stop the attackers, but it is clear that they are no ordinary vagabonds. Though their clothes are torn and their faces are covered with dirt, you note how well built they are. They have even trimmed their beards. You prepare yourself for a tough fight. We needed 3 successes to save her. We got 14. I don't know about you, but maybe we should re-roll? Nah, well, we're fine. Their force is nothing compared to yours. You easily drive them away. Such a heroic rescue is certainly worthy of a conquest card. The carriage curtain is lifted, and a pale lady comes out, clutching her sleeves tightly. She gives you a gentle nod in gratitude. I am Fatuna, she says, her countenance strangely calm. Well, we showed that conquest. Just slightly. I mean, I did bring one of the Sultan's own guards to the party. I mean, we probably could have done it by herself, but he was definitely useful. She studies you for a moment, then recognition flickers in her gaze. The one who plays the Sultan's game. Her speech is measured, thoughtful. She knows where the villains have fled. They have taken over a noble estate. If you remove this thorn from her side, she will pay you handsomely. Besides, is this not a fine opportunity to rid yourself of a Sultan's card? I already kind of did, but sure. You nod in agreement. Clearly helping a helpless lady may yield far more than coin. Let's see how much money we make with our wife, who is lovely and wonderful, and success. All will be well, because we are making bank today. We are still very obsessed with our card, but we don't even have one at this current moment. Frequent appearances in the palace is necessary, but we had support there, so it did not matter. We still got some inside information, however, from our friend. And we're up to 3 fatigue now. But we got some extra stuff, a secret, because Faraj was there as well. Walking in the Sultan's palace feels like breaking through cobwebs, moving through the gaze of the ministers. In this game, more and more things entangle you. Reading can improve ourselves, so we should develop a habit of it. So Lumera learned sociability, which is good for her. This is useful for the things that she will do, and she is also thoughtful. She's learning many things, this girl of ours. It's the day to worship the Immaculate Purity again. It's the best time to visit the priests. Let us seek help from the church event has appeared. But we must draw a card. What card will we get today? Silver Conquest. Ooh. I don't think we're ready for Silver Conquest. Let us change our card. Hopefully something bronze. Bloodshed. Okay, stone bloodshed we can do. Yeah, that's fine. We have the Raiders' hideout. We also have seek help from the church. And a bunch of other things to do. Alright. This is all well and good. This is all well and good. This is all well and good. A game of marbles is wisdom and magic. I really want our main dude to do that. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Ooh. Farja is the one speaking today, which is why he's not there for us. Who's Zazie? The monarch's favor has swept away all memory of Zazie's humble origin. She rides the tides of adulation arrogantly, imperiously, and without worry. After all, her youth and beauty have already fetched her a price 10,000 times more than she could ever even dream in the House of Delights. As for what tomorrow may bring, she does not care. She's the Sultan's current favorite. She doesn't seem to hate us, though, so that's good. Okay, so we don't really need to send anyone, because we only have support today. Alright. I mean, we're down a person, so, you know. The Raiders' hideout definitely is a thing. We do have to handle this ourselves, for Fatuna's sake. We can take a follower. We can take 2, actually. And we can break a conquest card of silver tier or lower. So I suppose I could have done the silver tier. A conquest or carnality card for the injured white rhino? What about the crocodile? Needs survival and combat? Do you have survival? Nope. I think the only person who has survival is us. Okay. Trail of the Wolf King? Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, bloodshed requires us to kill somebody. Like, period, the end. Should have taken that silver conquest, I guess. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the thing. Winter Fairy, you're throwing Boulder. I threw Boulder earlier, so that means it's a tie between us. How are you even supposed to do Stone Bloodshed with a slave or without a slave or something? There are ways. There are ways. I could drag this into methinks and get something, which will probably lose us a follower. I don't really want to lose anybody right now. Okay, well, our wife will lovingly manage the estate because we need that. This is also fine. Books-wise, I want him to do that, but I think I need to go to seek help from the church. From Iman? Really? He doesn't even like us. Well, we have to go ourselves because our wife is dealing with that, so I guess we're putting off reading a book for another moment when we have the time. These two, you can go to the bookstore and get a new book. Jabal is there. You can maybe get more support from him. He's an adventure enthusiast as well. So that will be fine. We still don't have the influence to visit the prison. Jalila is back in the House of Delights. This I have to do in person. I could use bloodshed on Nayla and just freaking get rid of her. She's gonna be so annoying. She wants you to use a carnality card on her. I don't think it's worth doing. He wants an adventure, though. This will take 3 days, so we will lose him for 3 days, but that might be for the best right now. We just need to give him some amount of survivability. That's survival and magic. I think there's also this. Opportunity. So maybe a silver opportunity would do him well here. Because you can't, there's no intelligence that will give you physique. You can only do that. And he is already equipped with all the physique we're going to give him. You have physique and combat. Minal spent half her life recording every mountain range, valley, and oasis she traveled to with her paintbrush. She documented the migration of community and the trails of merchants. Eventually, she compiled all of her painstaking work into a meticulously drawn map. Some marveled at it, some questioned it. Unbeknownst to her, the ruler of this kingdom has also developed a unique interest in it. So if we send him on this... we might get something out of it. I think that would be for the best. Hey, Mr. Scrake, welcome in for the lurk. Yes, you get rerolls from intelligence. So, depending on the level of intelligence. This is a stack of 2, so this is just a 1, a 1, and a 1. Higher levels get higher amounts. So sending him with the ability for 3 rerolls will probably be fine. I'm just gonna send it. So that, I believe, is all of our people. Screw it. I can't afford this, but that's okay. It will roll back up. I'm buying it all out. It's fine. I'm past the point of being able to equip either of those things to anyone. It's fine. Don't worry about it. We'll just have this here for the time being. It'll be fine. I think this is as good as it's going to get for this day. We have 7 days to deal with this bloodshed card. We've got things going on places. Oh my god. My fave moment from yesterday's session, aside Fireball, obviously. Oh yeah, I could reset the day. I just don't care about... Like, these 2 things aren't going to help with the expedition or anything that I'm doing at this moment. And neither is this. So, like, I can equip them to people, but currently it does not matter. So, it's not that big a deal. Broccoli. I picked up a goblin and killed unconscious dwarf with 1 HP. Nice, Mr. Scrake. Goblin on dwarf violence is always fun. I mean, Fireball may be to whom it may concern, but goblin on dwarf violence is... Fuck that dwarf specifically. My friend who plays as Dark Urge, I know I'm trying to resist Urge, but you seem to be indulging. Nice. I've been told I should never play the Dark Urge the Dark Urge line in Baldur's Gate 3, but, you know, hemophobia is a pain in the butt. It's primarily why. Anyways, I think I'm happy with this day, so we end the day, we continue on. Well, people are still coming to the house. Let's see how much money we make today. Oof. Not a lot. Well, 2 coins is better than 0, so... We're still obsessed with our Sultan card. That's just what we do. The Grand Game. We get inside information. Palace intrigues have made the Sultan weary. And, you know, it could go badly, but we had support in court today, so it's fine. At the bookstore, we buy treasure raiders. Nice, nice. Let's see if we can't influence whoever is here. I didn't even check to see, but oh yeah, we influenced them. We sure did. And we got an opportunity. Ooh, something noteworthy has happened. Well, back to Baldur's Gate 3 brain rot. Enjoy, Mr. Scrake. I hope it is everything that you and your friend would hope to have happen. And that you find something even more amusing to tell us about later. At midnight, you hear a knock on your door. A young, beautiful woman dressed seductively appears shyly, asking to spend the night with you. Do we go with the flow and spend the night with her, even though we have our lovely, lovely wife Maggie at home that we love very much? Do we stay strong and turn this woman away? Or do we unveil the truth of why she ended up at our door in the first place? What do we think about this young, beautiful woman who's basically throwing herself at us? What would we like to do? I mean, if only I could use that bloodshed card on her. I know precisely what this is. Broccoli wants us to unveil the truth just because that one is so intriguing. Anybody else want to weigh in? Yes, I am a lurk-friendly chat. Yes, I am prompting you to, talk to me and stuff. It is optional. Like, everything about my stream is 100% optional. Whether it's chatting with me or, subscribing to me or following me or using Twitch Turbo with me or, clicking on my social media links and joining me there. It's all optional. I'm just happy to have you here. I just appreciate my friends being here, supporting me, being community with me. It's very lovely. So, I suppose unveiling the truth is probably the most interesting of the three options. You painstakingly avert your gaze from her face, and only then do you notice the bright moonlight illuminating both of you. Yet she casts no shadow. The woman freezes, seemingly unable to accept this, screaming as she vanishes. The next day, you discuss it with your wife, who tells you with a strange expression that recently many men seem to have died by the hands of this spirit seeking a lover. You might have done a good deed after all. The woman is freed, and men need no longer endure such futile temptations. Our renown has gone up, our infamy, not that we had any, has gone down. Not bad. On days of divine worship, flowing waters wash the temple's smooth stones, over the bare feet and prostrate hands of devotees. Priests of the purest order stand deep within the temple, amid pure white pillars, under blue sky and bright sun. Skin dusted in gold powder glows softly. Iman, the head priest of the purest order, was surprisingly aloof, even described as cold. He takes the Sultan card you bring, closing his eyes for a lengthy silence. Finally shaking his head. I can't destroy it. Returning the card to you, he washes his fingers with water from the columns, as if they've touched something so dirty. If you need blessings or confession, I can help. His tone feels detached, businesslike, but eyes steady, leaving you unsure whether his refusal stems from a lack of bribery or genuine inability. We got pure thoughts and also insight +1. Ooh, intriguing. Pure thoughts is a conviction. Nothing exists here. This is purity. This is the primitive conviction of the righteous path. The righteous path needs no proselytizing from you, but after accumulating 3 pieties, you can upgrade the righteous path faith through methinks. Interesting. He's still exploring the unknown oasis and will be for the next couple of days. The raiders' hideout still needs to be raided, but we have time. We now have insight, which reflects our sensitivity to the otherworldly, to gods and spirits and worse. We have 6 renown. We are such a good person. 2 influence. I would love to go visit the prison. I could definitely use the bloodshed card there, but no. I don't have the influence for it. We still need to deal with vanity. I could use this bloodshed card on her. It would be a waste of a silver target, but she's an annoyance. Well, let's get some things. We'll move this down here. This can go here. What does this give? Story of adventures breaching a temple in search of treasures. First time reading this book gains you +1 stealth. Reading it triggers the Umbra's Temple adventure. Okay. So that clears up this stuff. Cool. This gives charisma and stealth. But I want the magic. Yours is giving you charisma and sociability, which I'm leaving for you. You could use this ring. You could also use this ring. Currently, you have no accessory. Okay, we'll put it on him. There we go. His charisma and stealth are upped, as well as his sociability and combat. The fact that he has any. Okay. I'll put this on you. Not that you necessarily need the stealth, but now you walk a little bit softer. Lumera, my smart girl. Okay. This would give her a natural amount of stealth. I can wait on this. I can wait on this. I can wait on this for at least another day. I can wait on these for however long I want. I just don't have to start them. Who's in here? Amur. No opposition. The old judge. He handles lawsuits between commoners. Many respect him, but more fear him. He's a bookworm, so he can be found in the bookstore on occasion. And she is the fallen princess. So it would be helpful to have someone here, but like if we skip a day, it will not be bad. So I'm just gonna send him here because he's useful there. Our dearest wife can manage our estate as always. Who's at the bookstore? Emaine is at the bookstore. We have managed to get some support from this theologian. Maybe we could do more? Yeah, I think you are going to buy a book today again. And try to get some more support out of her. Which leaves us with either the bathhouse or book learning. I think I'm gonna do book learning. Even marbles. Let's go. Learn some magic. Learn some magic. And some wisdom. But we need the magic. Alright, that's, I think, the day. Do we have any idea how to get influence? Don't you have someone else to stack stealth on? I mean, our main character has stealth already from from book sources. But like, he cannot wear the boots without losing something else that's boosting other things. I don't have any, like, if I need to rearrange my equipment, I absolutely can. I'm just equipping things just to get them out of here, essentially. It's not that big a deal. We don't have anything that requires stealth right now, at the moment anyways. This requires combat and physical strength, so there are other challenges that require stealth. It's fine. I mean, from the other book. Oh, yes. I mean, I could have him read it, but it also triggers an adventure that I'm not prepared for, so I'm not going to worry about this. And we've already read the note, so it will not gain us anything. It's what got us this private meeting with Noffel, who is a problem. This is the reason why there's any sus on us right now. That asshole. He's the one who got us slandered in court. But only 2 slander, because we sent somebody to knock out at least one of the slander. But yeah. I just don't want to trigger that event yet because it's a silver level event, adventure. Like, this is a bronze level adventure. That one will be even harder to do and will require even more stuff and people, and we're not built up to the point where we can handle it yet. So I'm just not going to worry about it. As for the influence question, over time you can just gain influence in court by sending people to court. So like, that's why you send people to go talk to the Sultan, talk in court in front of the Sultan, is so that the Sultan recognizes that you are busy and doing things and, advising him and yada, yada, yada. And so you get influence for the court because it's our status in court. I just don't have 3 yet, which means that bribing these guys is not going to do anything. We cannot visit the prison with less than 3 points in influence. So we just need to build up to another point in influence, and then I'll be able to visit the prison and start sacrificing prisoners, essentially, with our bloodshed cards. So that's what I'm working on. Until then, we're just kind of managing. Sending resources to court, like, you can offer everything you have to the Great Sultan for his favor, which may not be as you expect. You may ask him for anything your heart desires, but will it be enough to pay the cost? So yes, I can offer resources to the Sultan, and he might grant a request. There may be some other things involved. This is risky business here. Are you kidding me? Risky frickin' business. And this is just using a Sultan card. So that's what those 2 slots are for. I'm not desperate enough for that yet. It's too early in the game. Let's just move on, shall we? The reason why we have slander is because Nawful has an opposition of 3, and none of our people that we have in our personal deck that we own has support 3. So we managed to knock down the slander to 2 because one of our people was support 1. So it canceled out one of the opposition, but not the other 2. So that's why we have slander 2. Nawful is just awful. He's very, very strategically named, at least I think he is. I don't know what his name actually means, but he is a pain in the butt. We will have to have a conversation with that man at some point. However, we're managing the estate, so let's make some money. Ooh, not as much money as we could have made, but not the least amount of money. Still 3. That's not bad. We're just really obsessed with our card. At the palace, we get inside information. The Sultan becomes weary, and we get mystique as well. Luckily, the Sultan did not get angry today. That's very useful. So extra intelligence, but it's always just stone level. The bookstore is good. Buying books is great. We got a gold level book. Loquacious. 100. Interesting. And she has the ability to influence. Let's get that influence going. Yes. They discussed things. She got some intuition. And we have gained some influence, or we have gained some support from, well, we didn't gain any support from that person, so I think we have to send a noble to gain support. And she's just not. But we have improved ourselves, so we have gained 1 wisdom and 1 magic. So even if I take my earrings off, I will still have some amount of magic in my fingertips, which is fantastic. A fantasy tale about a nation where official assessments and advancement rely on a game of marbles. Skilled players climb the highest. As a child, marbles enthralled you too. Beautiful. The famous Hamar brothers are back. And we got a point. The grand game. This is the story of a statesman who moved through the court's maelstrom of power with ease and charmed all with his many faces. There is none more loyal, your majesty. Prevent the ritual the grand game from producing slander for 7 consecutive days in a single run. Nice. So, yeah. We have managed to do that. Let's organize. Intuition can go down here. Mystique can go down here. This book can go down here. Then we can organize. What does this book do? 4 wisdom. Its full title is Logical Overview of 100 Questions Underpinning Abstract Concepts in Intellectual and Ontological Understanding of Scholarship, or loquacious. A synopsis is presumed to be redundant. After reading this book, you gain +4 wisdom, but you need at least 5 wisdom to read it. Or be Lumera. She does not have any such problems. Her wisdom is already a 4. Our wisdom is a 6 currently. It is being bolstered, but that does not matter as long as it is above 5+. We can read that book. Our dear wife, however, is a wisdom 3. She could desperately use it. And Farja is a wisdom 2. Oof. But yeah, so we could become quite wise. I don't know. I'll have to think about that one. Who's at the grand game today? Adilla. A warrioress. She refuses to walk the path her family chose for her and wishes to prove herself through combat. A girl with a pure heart, admirable in her folly. Good combat stat, though. She also comes with the sword, which is half her combat stat. A noble commander. They can be attached to troops, increasing their attributes. Neat. She is opposition to us, so we do need to send someone to court. Guess what? You're in court again today. And of course, someone to manage the estate, because money. This is not refresh, and we don't have enough for that, thing. Who is at the bookstore today? Adil. The High Constable, who only answers to the Sultan. He is responsible for crimes involving the nobility. As a clever man with a sense of justice, serving the Sultan is an arduous life. Well, we definitely want to get some... hold on. We want to influence him, but she apparently cannot, even though I definitely knock these things out of the park. I do not know why. It's very strange. I mean, he's not the biggest of deals. Okay. We have a bloodshed card, the famous Hamar brothers. This is a conquest card. Conquest card. I'm gonna have to deal with you. I could just kill you. Bloodshed card, let's go. Private meeting. I could also kill Nawful. Just make him not a problem. The result will vary depending on the Sultan card you place. You can also choose not to place any Sultan cards and converse with him as equals. This just starts a hunt. We have 3 hunts to start, and he will be back next time, so these 2 will still be here. I would like him to come back before I deal with either of them. She's a problem. Yeah, cruel sacrifice. It's just literally, kill a follower. I don't want to do this one. This one can go away. Who's in the House of Delights? Shama? Don't want to kill her, but I could kill someone from the House of Delights, so screw it. You can go buy a book. And we will go to the bathhouse. Maybe this will produce something. Charisma and sociability. I definitely have cards for that. Secret will help a little bit. All right. We have 5 inside informations. Jeez Louise. This bloodshed card is very annoying. I love how they name it the ritual. Name it a ritual feels like a nod to Cultist Simulator. Maybe go to bookstore yourself. Nah, it's fine. She can't go to the bathhouse. You have to send a noble to the bathhouse, and she's not noble enough, even though we have adopted her essentially. She can't go to court for the same reason. She could manage the estate. Like if I had shuffled everybody around, she could manage the estate instead. I mean, I could do that, I suppose. Here. I'll reset the day. In the fleeting moment of crossing through time, you seem to glimpse 2 twisted shadows watching you. And we gained an insight just because I'd never reset the day before. Fuck, that's cool. Oh, this is last turn. Yeah, because this is Emir. No, I was happy with this. Okay, so that goes to last turn. Well, maybe we'll get more money. Nope. It's fine. I tried. We gain inside information. And an omen. Please auto this. Thank you. We get a different book this time. Did not give what I wanted. We still learned. Alright. We've reset the day. The only thing that's different is the book that we got this time. Okay. This is magic and stealth. Ooh. You need at least 4 wisdom to read it, however. So this is definitely for Arzu. We'll just put that down there. That should sort us out. Cool. So. We're gonna send you to the bookstore instead. We will go to court. Lumera will run the house, and the bathhouse our dear wife will go to. So if and that should mean nobility in all the places. Well, at least we for scienced it, yeah. I forgot that it's different. So in the demo, this button just returned you to the beginning of the day rather than to the last turn, because they added the ability to click on something that's been set and reverse the current event specifically. So sorry, I was using demo stuff, but we did gain a point of insight, so I'm not gonna complain. But now we have a noble at the bookstore, hopefully to influence the person there. We have a noble in the bathhouse, we have a noble at court, and we have our only non-noble follower at the estate managing it instead. I like to send her to the bookstore, but she apparently cannot talk to the other nobles for whatever reason. I don't know why that is. That could be a bug. Who knows? She could in the demo. Maybe they decided only nobles will listen to nobles? I don't know. It's fine. News in the bathhouse. What do we find out? Or rather, what does our wife find out? Ooh, many things. Silver opportunity. Beautiful. and we learned about a matter that needs attention. But we are going to get stared at. That's just how that works. The cartographer Minal brings you her latest discovery. Tracks. Faint, but unmistakable, hinting at an uncharted oasis. She found the signs too late. Her supplies were already spent. She could not go further. Regret and excitement war in her voice as she urges you to sponsor or even join her expedition. She swears the rewards will surpass your wildest imaginings. So we need at least 3 successes to see results. In these vast expanses, can you find the tracks covered by wind and sand? Let's find out. Easy. Don't need any rerolls. Let's go. Your sponsorship compensates for her last shortcoming. Just when despair threatens to take hold, a hint of green emerges on the horizon. You would mistake it for a mirage, if not for the distant murmur of water. It is a miracle. Minal clings to you in exhilaration before breaking away, racing towards the unknown oasis. A small clan dwells here. They welcome you with open arms, offering your strongest spirits, their strongest spirits, and their finest lamb. You return home with laughter in your throat and blessings at your back. Before long, the tale of your journey spreads across the city. So, Minal's opposition of us goes away. Nabani gets more physique for his troubles, and we have a charted oasis. Plus the renown. Very nice. Very nice. People are coming to the estate. Let's see if we can't make money. Oh, we making money. Oh, we making money. In fact, Lumera is better at making money than her wife is. Much monies. But much monies. It's very good, it's very good. A river that flowed through the territories of 2 nobles suddenly changed its course recently. Now it flows through one noble's land, but hardly through the others. The latter presented this matter to the Sultan, requesting an adjustment of their land borders. He is willing to cede a larger piece of land in exchange for the area where the river flows. The Sultan asked what you think on the matter. Should we respect the river's will? Should we pity the people without a river? Or do we leave everything to the blade? What do we think, guys? Yay, money! She knows you will spend it on books. Good motivation. Yes, yes, she's very book motivated. We love her for that. People without the river are pitiful. Do you want to pity these poor fools? I mean, the Sultan did ask us specifically. I love this music. It's so good. Makes me happy. Yeah, without the river, they will be very pitiful. They need it for literally living, so... We will be a very good person this run. Because Broccoli has deemed it so. But it does destroy our influence. Fuck. I'm trying to build influence here, Broccoli. Why are you doing this to me? You trade double the land for a piece of land with a river running through it, thinking this is fair. After all, how can people survive on land without a river? You forced both parties to sign a fair agreement and promised to personally oversee its implementation, finally calming things down. The noble is very grateful to you, but his opponent is spreading slander about you. Well, that does not go in our favor. We're back in the court, playing the grand game. The nobles are bickering today, which the Sultan is happy about, but it does make him weary. We did get an omen. Not extra stuff, but omen. So yeah, that was decent. And the bookstore. What book are we buying today? Long overdue. All right. Let's see if we can't influence this noble. Well, I only needed one success because I sent a noble today, so... we did gain support from Endil. Nice. That worked out. To some extent. Varja seems to want to tell us something. Alright. Yes, yes. We also have received divine grace, and there is a haunted mansion to deal with. And the equipment merchant has updated his stock. Alright, let's sort our shit out here. Long overdue gives combat and stealth. A collection sharp and poised as is heroine. It recounts how the poetess, far from home, found courage in hatred and strength in solitude. Alright. That can go in with the books. The Charted Oasis is a location that we have owned. The oasis you and Minal discovered, its coordinates now clearly marked on Minal's map. The residents there are eager to trade with you. Placing this card into managing the estate will yield additional gains. Very good, very good. Sort us out, please. Okay, we've got 4 omens and 5 inside information of this tier, so when we finally have the ability to trade cards to upgrade them, it'll be so nice. Who is in the grand game today? Ferris, who does have opposition against us. Ah, this is the 4th of the 4. The captain of the cavalry. One of the 4 esteemed individuals. No, this is the 3rd of the 4. We have run into him. He loves horses over people. I don't think we've met the 4th. There's this guy. There's the adventurer. There's the playboy, and I don't think we've met the 4th. 2 days to deal with her. I am just tempted to kill her. I'm not gonna lie. Iman doesn't actually like us. Hoping for a blessing or needing curse removal? Need to show sincerity, or would you like to try the Sultan's card here? You must bring it yourself. Okay. Lifting a curse costs 5 gold coins. Receiving a blessing costs 10. Money accepted by the church is usually not refunded. Each character may only receive 1 blessing. The event's subsequent storyline triggers only after God's side opens at the Fates Ledger. Only when the protagonist is present can the Sultan card exert its effect, though not all can be broken on sight. We could try to break this one. I mean, he wants to talk to us, so let's talk. Think, think, think. He yearns for affirmation. Can choose to praise his various merits. Alright. So, praise his valor, praise his alertness, or praise his grace. Ooh. This will take us a day. Okay. We have 3 days to encourage him. We have 1 day to receive divine grace, 2 days to deal with vanity and the Hamar brothers. Fuck. Well, we do need somebody at court. My dear wife, please. Lumera, please. Oh, wait. Lumera and the Oasis. Thank you very much. I'm tempted. I don't know if I need 5 or 10 coins. But that is like all of our money. I'm not made for politics. I am broccoli. I mean, that's fair, broccoli. You are broccoli. I have an observation. Did you get events when you need to choose some answer in court when you send someone else there? Maybe we need to go there on our own more. Vanity will get back, I assume, so I wouldn't touch her this time. Okay. I know from the demo that Vanity, if you do not play nice with her, this support becomes major opposition. She just outright hates you, and it causes problems to you later. That isn't to say that she isn't a problem now, but she's a worse problem later if you ignore her. That she's a problem. Yeah, I mean, maybe that's changed some since the demo, but in the demo, she's a problem. These guys will come back. They're just out there doing their bandit stuff. This you have to go help with if you want it to turn out well. And it really doesn't matter who is going to court to speak on your behalf so long as somebody does for influence. So it's less about going to courts in person and more about somebody speaking on your behalf every time. Just somebody. Not every courtier or noble has to be at court. They just have to have somebody representing them at court. PP! I hope you are well. Thank you for the lurk. Also, I hope you are enjoying watching me play this game. So if you have any questions, let me know. I know that you bounce around to various streams, so... Okay. It's not very clear whether dealing with a Sultan card is a curse or a blessing level thing. I'm guessing it's a curse level thing, which means not all of our money has to go away. I think I'm gonna do this. See if that works. And then I have to do something with you. And it's not bad. I have to go here. Can I send you? No. I have to do that myself. These two are both myself. The Haunted Mansion, however. Oh, wait. This one could do the Bloodshed card. Depending on the Sultan card used, you will approach the Haunted Mansion differently. Carnality card, the target must have passion. You can proceed and explore normally without a Sultan card. Okay. Well, we don't have... That's fine. Also, events happen for a couple of reasons. One of them is going to the bathhouse causes an event to spawn. One of them is that just randomly events will spawn. They just have timers in the background. Dagger of Purity has survival. Every princess of the Lost Kingdom would receive a curved dagger upon her coming of age. If her purity is under threat, she should use it to end her life. The truth remains that it is mostly used to pierce the offender's throat. I mean, that's fair. Gem earrings are just charisma with fake sapphires. The scimitar is the most common scimitar available. The double-headed dragon. An unambiguous sex toy. It may lead to increased enjoyment when used in the right context. It might be disastrous if brought out in the wrong one. And the gold drinking horn. Once rewarded only to the most outstanding warriors during the Sultan's father's time, this drinking horn overflows with pride and glory. How did it end up here? That is a good question. Okay. Where do I want to send you? We could send him out for this white rhino. Time is of the essence. Be fully prepared before you act. If you fail, the white rhino will escape. You can avoid direct confrontation with the white rhino by passing a stealth check, which he has 0 stealth. If you go in person, maybe you can place a carnality card onto it. We could send him... He doesn't have the survivability. The survival is that's holding us back here. Okay. Trail of the Wolf King requires wisdom and survival. He doesn't have the survival. Okay. He's not a hunter. He's a swordsman. Guess we're sending him to the bookstore. Lazig. Go buy a book. No worries, Trav. Things. Here, I'll show you the overview. We've done 25 out of 28 cards, so both of the bronze conquests are done and a bronze carnality. We currently have a stone carnality. Stone bloodshed is what we're working on, and it's problematic. We've survived for 18 days. That's really it. We've lost an influence, but we are up to 8 renown and 2 insight. That's the most important things. We've got things going on. And we picked up one of the honor guard as a follower. Hey, Plague! Welcome in. Thank you for the hydrate. Ah, water. So yeah, that's about it. Shit's happened. Catch the VOD later. Oh, and we're up to 3 points. 3 fate points. I will deal with you tomorrow. Probably with you as well. Actually, the Hamar brothers I can safely ignore. Alright, let's make some money. That's my girl, making us the wealth. Let's go. We start trading with the new oasis. The kind and hospitable herdsmen are willing to establish contact with you. Increasingly, you have been gazing at the Sultan card. Well, yeah, we know, we're obsessed. But that gains us additional moolah. Appearance at the palace. The nobles are bickering just like the Sultan wants. All the absurdity of endless debates and debacles has left the Sultan thoroughly exhausted, so he will probably relieve himself of court for a few days. Your recent actions have not aroused any suspicion from the Sultan, as such your influence has increased. So we're back up to 2 influence after we've lost 1. Sending someone there has also gotten us some mystique, because our wife is very influential. Yeah. The bookstore. We buying a book. Scout training manual. Nice. The book in your hand piques interest of others. Let's see if we can get some... Yes. Let's influence this dude. Now he has support for us. Let's go. And we got an omen. Nice. Something noteworthy has happened. So when noteworthy things happen, these events pop up. Your neighbor, a scholar, complained that your feast was too noisy, interrupting his creative flow and preventing him from finishing his great work. Do we cancel the feast? Ask him to move? Ignore him? Or deafen him? Just... Oh, you don't like the noise? Wha-bam! Now you can't hear. What do we do, chat? Invite him to the feast? I can't. Do you see that option here, Trav? Do you see it? I can't invite him to the feast. Why do you always ask for options I don't have? Trav, stop it. If we cancel the feast, we're being very nice to him. But it will be detrimental to ourselves because feasts are needed to keep up connections and influence of other nobles, etc., and all the business that we're trying to get done. I mean, we've got these cards to deal with. If we ask him to move, he's a scholar. It's not like he can just pick up and go wherever we want, wherever he wants to go. He's got limited means. If we ignore him, well, that's just rude. And if we deafen him, that's just mean. What do we do? I really don't know. I wouldn't have a neighbor close enough to be able to hear or wouldn't be loud enough for it to matter. I guess I'd ignore him because what neighbor? I have neighbors? I never noticed. Oh, that's fair. We're just gonna be mean. Your feast is definitely going to happen. As for the scholar, who cares? If he can't finish his manuscript, he'll figure out what to do, even if it means heading to a quiet prison. You harshly kick the scholar out of your house, and no matter how furious he is, there's nothing he can do. This soon becomes a well-talked-about topic at the feast, highlighting your influence in the city. That got me influence? That feels dirty. Priest from the purest order uses special holy words to exorcise spirits and bestow blessings, making the recipients more devout in their beliefs and reverence of the immaculate purity. No one expected a weapon here without precaution, nor did God diligently guard his followers. Iman lies in a pool of blood, staining the nearby spring. Frankly, you didn't expect this to succeed so effortlessly. Oh, I didn't realize I'd be killing him. Oops. When priests quickly ascertain the culprit and make a fuss before the Sultan, but alas, you were pre-pardoned for crimes committed in this game. And besides, who's to say the Sultan doesn't welcome this? I didn't mean to do that? That's... Oh, I should have used it on vanity. I may have to do this day over again, you guys. I didn't mean to do this. I mean... He was in opposition to us, but holy shit. The blood of the innocent drips into the fractured card, seizing you with a strange sensation. Somewhere within, another shackle is loosened while a weighty sin is borne by this card. Oh, I don't like that. What does this do? Yeah, that's not good. I'm... Silver Conquest. Okay. What is this? I may be redoing that day. What does this do? A slit throat, rivers of blood. This is one of the crimes of divine covetousness of the world witnessed by the Sultan's game. A sigil. What does this do? Stealth. You know what? Let's just return to the previous day and not do that. Nope, that does not happen. Won't. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Nope. That does not happen. I didn't realize it would kill him. I thought he could break it. I'm not cursed. At least I don't think I'm cursed. I am the chosen one, but I don't think I'm cursed. Maybe we just let receive divine grace go away and kill this bitch because she's a bitch. I don't like her. We currently have support, but she wants us to use a carnality card on her that we don't have. No, I thought he would attempt to break the curse on the card. That's what I was hoping for. That's not what happened. It just... bad things happened I didn't expect. Her, she's a problem. I don't like her. And unfortunately, there's also a silver in the House of Delights instead of somebody lower, like... okay. I could also kill him, too. Because, like, his opposition is problematic. It's what got us this slander in the first place. Yeah, she's probably my biggest problem, so we will deal with her. Nala's vanity is renowned as her charm. I don't want to deal with her. I don't want to have sex with this woman. This is a much better use of that card. Look, I was hoping for other options, Trav. I don't yet have the influence to go to the prison to kill criminals, okay? It's a problem. Alright, well, we'll try that again. Ad break in like 30-40 seconds. Nayla's vanity is as renowned as her charm. She sends you a message suggesting you use a Sultan card on her. This way, she can return to being the center of palace gossip, and you, in the process, may gain immense pleasure. When you pull out the shiny Sultan card, she excitedly grabs it, admiring the magical flowing patterns. But why is there a picture of a woman taking her own life? She asks while undressing, revealing her body adorned with gold threads and embroidery. Because love breeds life and death takes them. Ultimately, they are but two sides of the same coin, you explain, caressing her breasts before the crimson nectar of life splurged from her chest, splattering on the knife's handle as you removed it from her. Bitch, vanity will get you killed. See? Now we've destroyed a problem. She can still be the center of attention, just post-mortem. Very post-mortem. People are still coming to our estate for money. Bring us money. Yes. Excellent. So much money. And we trade with the Oasis and gain even more money. We are making appearances at the palace. The nobles are bickering. And the Sultan has decided to retire, giving us influence in the court. We also got some intuition. Because our lovely wife is very awesome. The bookstore, we bought the book. Let us influence people. Ah, yes. We have gained support. And gotten a secret. Nice. Alright. Different event. Earlier, when you were still prosperous, you lent some money to a friend. Now, in your time of need, he found various excuses to refuse. The newly bought gemstone ring swayed in front of you, particularly annoying. Do we turn away in anger, find a chance to blackjack him, humiliate him at the palace, or do we just simply cancel his debt, considering he cannot be arsed to pay us back anyway? How do we deal with this friend who we loaned money to and didn't bring us money back for it? 2, wish you'd saved the bloodshed card for him instead. Sadly, that's not really an option for this kind of event. The vain noblewoman who would have made problems for me if I had ignored her, very reasonable in destroying her. But this guy, he's just an annoyance. Shall we blackjack him? We could humiliate him at the palace, which would ruin his life even further. Should we be a nice, upstanding person and just be like, fine, you can't pay us back? I cancel the debt. Or we could just be angry. You did say too. No matter what excuses he makes, you keep nodding. Your heart has already left and gone to an alley on his way home. You used to walk arm in arm through there often. Tonight, you will collect your debt. We betrayed a friend. Well, that's fabulous. Yikes. Alright. What do we get? Silver carnality. Oh, this one we can do. Assuming we go to the House of Delights today, we can do it right now. I don't know how much longer Shama is going to be here. Carnality of the 3rd tier. Alright, betrayed friend. He's now a prisoner. A friend bound, awaiting your decision in despair. This is the guy we could have used the card from, but that bitch just needed to be dealt with. I'm sorry. She just needed to be dealt with. I have one more day to encourage him. I do need to do that. I have to do it personally. Let's see here. Intuition can go here. What is this? -1 physique, but +1 magic? She only has 1 physique. We have 6, but some of that is coming from here. I mean, that just needs to go down here. All right. Sort that out. Cool. Howsomever. No, not that one. We can do a carnality card here as well. The rhino might actually be the way to go here for this carnality card. Okay. We can ignore the Hamar brothers entirely. Again. They're just... We betrayed a friend? We did? Surely not. Yeah, we did. As in me and chat and Arzu. We betrayed a friend. I actually think I'm going to do the White Rhino as the carnality card, so let's, in fact, encourage him. Do we praise his valor, his alertness, or his grace? Valor, I think, is physique. Alertness is sociability, maybe? Or wisdom? Grace may, in fact, be piety. I'm not entirely certain. What do we praise? We probably want valor, actually. Well, I don't know. Alertness or grace also could be useful. No, the friend betrayed us. This was simply a natural consequence of that. That's fair, Trav. He is now a prisoner. To do with whatever we would desire. I'm gonna say alertness. Okay, that's fine. Please manage my household. You need survivability. We don't have any books on that. Okay. Who's at the bookstore? Amur. Okay. You can do this then. Influence this man's. And buy a book. Have a bath, my dear wife. Charisma and sociability. I think that's... Yep, secrets. We'll just bump that up a little bit. And then we have one more person who does not really have anything that we can do. I guess maybe he could help here? I don't know. I don't think he can. Yeah. I do not believe he can, but I did not put my oasis in there, so that was good to redo. I think that's it. That's all we can do. That's all we can get done, unless I want to spend some money here. I could get at least the bronze and stone stuff. Or I could get just the silver and stone. I think I'm gonna do this. For now. Perfect. You don't get anything. These I will wait until tomorrow to give out to people. That should be fine. What do we learn in the bathhouse? Let's find out. No, this is fine. A silver tactics, very nice. During our conversation, we unexpectedly learned about a matter that needs attention. So this will give us something spawning on the map. Recently, your renown in the capital has been increasing, requiring you to handle more matters and meet more people. Naturally, with more help from Faraj. Sometimes, after reporting on the day's affairs, he looks at you with anticipation. You are my eyes. You praise him for 3 meticulous qualities surpassing your own, 2 of which are true, and 1 is an extra commendation. Faraj is greatly encouraged, and when he leaves your home, he squints at the surrounding streets as if trying to immediately spot something noteworthy. So he gains some stealth. Nice. Making money at our estate. 3 successes will yield much monies. We got 5. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. And trading with the Oasis got us an extra. So we made money, we made money. At the bookstore, we buy book. Book of the Wilds, nice. We need to influence. We do influence. Excellent. Amir now has support for us when in court. Yay for us. And we got an omen. Something noteworthy has happened, though. 2 people in the city are arguing. One claims that his neighbor stole his sheep, while the neighbor says that he abandoned the sick lamb, and if not for him taking it in and treating it, the lamb would have died in the desert. They ask you to judge who the sheep should belong to. Does it belong to the original owner? Does it belong to the neighbor? Do we claim it for ourselves? Or do we butcher the sheep and divide the meat equally? The original owner did have the sheep, but they abandoned it. The neighbor nursed it back to health and found it to be worthy of such attentions. We have enough clout, essentially, to say, no, you guys are fighting over it, nobody gets it, it's mine now. Problem solved. Or we could just be like, all right, we butcher the sheep, we divide it up, you get some, I get some for you, arguing and drawing me into your problem. Everybody eats. What do we think? This does assume that the second neighbor was telling the truth. If he's a thief, he may well be lying about it. Yes. The original owner may also be going, oh, well, now that the sheep can produce, I want it back. Both sides have reason to lie. Honestly. I have been so selfless. Maybe I want to be selfish this time and just be like, well, if I take the sheep, if the problem is solved, nobody gets it. But then I might piss off 2 nobles. Well, actually, it just says 2 people. They may not be nobles. They're probably merchant class or lower. So they're getting a noble to arbitrate for them, essentially. Kind of our job. This is my favorite answer. The money and effort spent treating the sick lamb is enough to persuade you that the sheep should belong to the neighbor. The neighbor thanked you for your fairness and left contentedly with his beloved lamb. We got renown. Renown run. Ah, the divine stallion. Let's run away, says your wife. If we continue doing these horrible things, we will all not be ourselves anymore. This is a possibility. You ponder. Do we accept her request, or do we reject our wife going, there's no way out of the game, babe. There's no way out of the game. Do we go, you know what, babe, you're right. I love you. I don't like doing what I'm doing. I had to kill a woman the other day, but she was being a bitch. A vain bitch. I don't like this either. Let's run away together. Or do we go, unfortunately, we are bound to this game and there is no escape. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, my dearest love. Do we accept or do we reject our wife's request? Our dear, lovely Maggie. I mean, look at how pretty she is. She's beautiful. She's lovely. She's suffering. Are we close to the end of the game yet? I mean, we're close to an ending anytime we don't manage to do a card in 7 days. We've already biffed it once, Trav. But an actual ending to the game? No, we're close. We've got lots of cards left. Welcome in, Bramble. Thank you for the 12 months, a whole year with me. I appreciate you, my friend. I hope you are doing well. But yes, do we attempt to run away from the game? With our wife? With our dear, lovely wife? Remember, we've been embroiled in this bullshit against our will. The Sultan was like, oh, you don't want me playing the game? Okay, do it for me. Then we can't reply with us being almost done. But honestly, I don't think that running away is any good. Literally, all this event is whether or not we open up an alternative ending to the game that is not finish all the cards or die along the way. Like, this event is not so much something that we can complete immediately. This is something we would have to build up to find the way to run away from the game, but this is an alternative ending. Do we want to add this alternative ending to our game to complicate it? Or do we reject her outright and just be like, sorry, babe, we're stuck in the game? That is what is actually going on here. I know this because it was part of the demo as well. I don't know if everything of this particular quest chain, read chain, emphasis on the chain, not just the quest, has changed at all since the demo, because I never actually completed it in the demo, so I wouldn't know the difference. But what do we think, chat? Do we add the possibility of a different ending to our game? Or do we think that for this very first run, that maybe we just don't? Let's not be complicated. As long as this doesn't commit us to doing it, just allows the option, then agree. We should keep her happy. It's hardly good for life and soul. Yeah, it does not lock us in. Okay, I'll accept it. Let's go. You planned until late at night, listing all possibilities and the necessary conditions to escape the Sultan's rule. Though none of these conditions are currently met, such planning has given you hope. So, to escape from the Sultan's game, we will need, once the event starts, the game will enter into a final countdown. Please prepare well. Avoid escaping with multiple Sultan cards in hand. Some of your reputations will convert into preparation time limit. So we need a target location and the method to open the city gates to even start this particular thing. So escape from the Sultan's game will not expire, by the by. We have an unreliable ally and a sweet whip event that has just opened for us. We have some amount of stuff here, and a book that gives survival. Oh, fantastic. Okay, we have a bit of survival. We also have, I guess you're leaving. You don't have enough survival for the things I want you to do. Can the Sultan's card bring him some new excitement? Find a female with enough charisma to go get him, or a bottle of wine. Okay. He plays around and comes back to see you once a week. Only a female with charisma 5 or higher can call him back to help you next time. A bottle of wine may work too. Wait, perhaps using a Sultan card? Bloodshed cards can be broken immediately, but other cards may not. I mean, we've got a silver carnality, and he is a silver card, so we could do that. She is in here. But she's also here. Special rules can allow you to break an extra Sultan card. This is a good opportunity. If you can't stand the whip, you might embarrass yourself in front of the lady. Your wife might not be able to accept this kind of avant-garde activity for now. Carnality of bronze or lower. Okay. And then Juna is in the House of Delights, so... Apparently this is just open to us, and that's fine. Okay. Well, we don't have wine in the merchant store. This needs to go here. I'm using a ceremonial saber. Not anymore. This is combat 2. This is many things. But I actually would like the combat on you. That's much better. My dear beloved wife. This would be great for you. You already have an accessory, so these gem earrings is not going to be that useful for you. Actually, this might be a more useful thing for you than the shoes. You have things already. Your weapon is the flowers for the charisma. I can't equip things on you because you're actually a prisoner, so we just have these lying around, I guess, which is fine. If we need him to have more combat, the ceremonial saber is great for him, but that's fine. Okay. Books. Stealth and magic. I kind of want for Arzu. Stealth and combat could be great for Faraj. This would be okay for Arzu. Or we can have Lumera read all of them and just get crazy stats. Alright, let's do some of this. Can we do... Nope, just one or the other. Okay. Omens are magic and survival. We'll be able to do more of these tomorrow. This is convictions, of which we don't have 3 of anything. And yeah. So that's that. We don't have the influence to visit the prison. State-wise... Gosh, that's crazy. She's fine. Jabal is at the bookstore. Buy a book, please. Or would you be better? You would be better. Please influence Jabal for me. Yeah, you only have a charisma of 4. We could change that. Never mind. You're going here. But before you do... And... you can have this one. Oh. That will be fine. Go fetch him back. He's gonna be a jerk. We could also do carnality with Narfal, Naffle. That could be fun. I went away for half an hour. What is happening? Many things. So I have a silver carnality card. I can use the carnality card on this injured white rhino. I can use it on Naffle. I could also use it on the House of Delights with the silver prostitute, but she's not in right now. Shama has left. The Sultan is not in. So we're upgrading cards. And we actually could also use this carnality card on Iman, this priest. So we have options for having sex with people. There's also the Haunted Mansion if we wanted to use a carnality card. But we don't have a silver tier target for the carnality card, nor do they have passion. No, nor do we have anyone with the passion stat. So maybe carnality with Naffle is killing him with pleasure. I don't think that's how it works, honestly. But we absolutely could just decide fuck it and literally fuck him. Like, this could be the thing that we do today. Naffle isn't our friend, last I knew, so I guess we could. He might even decide that he likes us. I mean, maybe it would solve the problem of this Opposition 3 for when he shows up in court and fucks us. We could fuck him for fucking us. Like, we could do that. What do we think, chat? Or we could not take this and just talk to him as an equal. Are we gambling? Are we gambling with the carnality? This could be fun. This could be hilarious. The result will vary depending on the Sultan card you place, which Bloodshed was also equally useful here, but I didn't want to kill him. He's annoying, but he's not like the worst. That bitch was the worst. I killed her and it was better. Alright, well, as much as it's the second person I'm cheating on my wife with, some things just have to be done. We've already agreed to run away with her because we actually do care about our wife. It's just, we have to do terrible things. So let's see if this sways him into our favor, shall we? Or whether this makes him hate us more. It's hardly cheating. Honestly, I think that just talking to him may advance some secret ending or something, but it can wait for another time. I know for a fact, because this was also in the demo, that Naffle is the overthrow the Sultan ending. He is the way to that ending. Instead of running away, you overthrow the Sultan and become Sultan yourself. Or at least you attempt to, whether or not you do it or not. another matter entirely. Getting a carnality card involved in this could change that, or it could still happen. I don't know. This wasn't an option in the demo, so this particular plotline has changed to some degree since the demo, but I'm not worried about it. I think this is hilarious, so let's do that. This is the prisoner, so he cannot actually do anything for us because we can't trust him as far as we can throw him. All right, we have our wife bringing back Nabani. We have Faraj running off to get more support from Jabal and buy books. We have, of course, our girl Lumera taking care of the house, and we are going to this private meeting, and it's gonna be oh so spicy. Thank you, Plague Doctor, for the bits. Stop it, also. But thank you. I appreciate you. I do. Yeah, let's try the new thing. Let's go. Let's see how this works out. This mansion, isolated from the bustle of the city, stands in a silence that feels like no man's land. Beneath the eaves and tree shadows, Naufel sits alone, reading, no servants by his side. Under the shadows of trees, it seems suitable to do such carnal things. Has this deck of cards granted you the sovereignty and audacity to humiliate me? He asks, as you pin his hands above his head. Anger flashes in his eyes, then fades within the blink of an eye. I pity you. He closes his eyes wearily, refusing to confront your desire. Yet, in that moment, you vaguely caught something. There was a hope hidden in his glance towards you, now forever lost. What was it? You suddenly want to know what he originally intended to say to you by bringing you here, but his lips are now forever sealed. I don't know what this means. Great adversary, irreconcilable enemy, till death do us part. Oh, fuck us. That was not good. Alright, well, people are coming to the house. Let's make some money. Ah, our girl, making us all the money. We adore her. And the Oasis is still trading with us. Fantastic. The bookstore is next. We got Behind the Yellow Sands. This may change, but let's see if we can... Oh, we got all the influence today. Jabal is now even more supportive of us. Yay. And we got some intuition, which may change, depending on whether or not I decide to reset the day. You did not accept Jalila's invitation. Maybe next time? Maybe next time. Clearly, in Nabani's imagination, the Sultan's game should be full of skirmish, sex, and scandals. His sword should be clanging steel, but the only clanging that echoed was the clanging of accounted gold coins, counting days after days after days. This obviously couldn't satisfy his restless heart. Soon enough, he returned to his former life of debauchery. Perhaps once he's bored, he'll come back to check if you're still alive every now and then. Only beauties or fine liquor can motivate Nabani, but only for a short while. You send someone to track down Nabani at the House of Delights, where chaos has broken out. A paying customer has been waiting far too long for the girl he requested, but was left ignored. Frustrated, he stands up, pulls aside the veil, and sees that most of the girls are fawning over Nabani in the inner chamber. The man, furious at being ignored, challenges Nabani, the center of attention. Two men head to the open ground in front of the House of Delights, ready to settle the matter. When you and Maggie arrive, a familiar girl hurries over and pleads with you as a powerful minister to mediate the duel. If any patron were to die, there would spell disaster for everyone in the House of Delights. The pleasure seeker who is snubbed by the Lady of Delights angrily points at the man they favor, Nabani, and stakes all his dignity as a man, demanding a duel with him. Do you want to intervene in this dispute? Do we persuade the neglected, persuade the favored, or remain neutral? I have no idea what was going on, Plague Doctor, but welcome back. It may be that your internet was being bothersome. I don't know. I'm also now a blue bit badge, which is fun. Yes, yes you are. You are indeed a blue bit badge. But what do we do about a man who's being snubbed by essentially a prostitute for a much more pleasing, much more delightful, much more fun man? Much more rich and powerful one, too. Do we persuade the neglected pleasure seeker that perhaps he should just be patient because edging is fun? Do we persuade the favored Nabani to be a little bit more generous in sharing the girls? Or do we remain neutral because this is not our problem? He's not got any standing. So remain neutral, Trav? Is that what you were hoping for? Do we really want to be above it all? Can we afford that? I don't know if we can. Give them both a kiss. I mean, remain neutral. You're funny, Plague. I like your humor. Well, I guess we're remaining neutral. You did nothing, simply watched the others. The man can't even withstand 3 moves under Nabani's sword, falling with tears on his face as the blade struck his heart. The physician, who had been waiting at the side, rushed up to treat him, but you had seen the face of death before, and it mirrored his present countenance. Even though it was a duel witnessed by many, although Nabani was the Sultan's iron guard and heir to a noble house, such an incident would undoubtedly affect his reputation. In the days following, he probably wouldn't appear in the city. The Sultan is out. Pieces of the puzzle. The murmured exchanges among colleagues dissolve into holy silence, and flashes of future flicker before your eyes. But upon deep thought, they remain a blur. Interesting. Now that the news of discovery of the new oasis spread, who will decide what to do with the land? Oh, geez. And a card. Frickin' bloodshed. Don't like it. Don't like it. Okay, I need these things to figure their shit out. He'll just be back in like 3 days. You can use a conquest card, but you can act preemptively or ignore it, but in any case, nobody can change the Sultan's mind, because he wants it. So, a group of zealous, mindless youths, Naufel's admirers, rumored to be Naufel's lover. Oh, remember this young official? A female bodyguard, and a slave nomad freed by Naufel. His advantage, it will keep accumulating. We need a follower, troops, consumables, and more followers. So this is a great adversary ritual. Cumulative advantages will allow it to harm you better in other rituals. You need 1 success to obstruct the plan, 3 successes to reduce the opponent's advantage, and 5 successes to ruin him. So, instead of trying to overthrow the Sultan, if you do bad things to him, which, you could kill him and then get him off the board, or you could talk to him and perhaps consider overthrowing the Sultan, but if you do what we did to him, he becomes a rival and you must deal with him. So we need charisma and sociability to deal with this contested event. It will have advantage accumulating against us, which will be problematic. And it resolves day by day. So as much as it's not going anywhere, how do we want to deal with him? Let's see here. Sociability and charisma. His sociability and charisma are 3 and 5, or 5 and 3. Hers is adding 3 charisma His is adding 2 more charisma. Yeah, this is problems. So many problems. So we could go back a day and manage Novel differently, or we could just stick with this. What do we think? Persuade the neglected, presumably to stop. Not even sure what the options are. The love of kissing and hugging that Rex had has rubbed off on me. You can even fuck him. Yep. Hello, Wooden. How's it going? What would you like me to call you, by the way? It's lovely to see you again. Can I even use... I don't have any troops, is the thing. Just some followers. No, let's keep going. Okay. But yes, I have the capacity to do over yesterday and change how Novel is going to be awful to us. But Broccoli's like, nah, let's stick with this. We've made decisions. Let's go. I also have this Divine Stallion up here. I don't really have an experienced hunter. You need wisdom and survival. Okay. This will... resolve regardless of what you do. The Raiders' hideout we need to deal with, like, immediately. We don't have... we have this. That's what we wanted to do with that. Okay. This is a book, which grants you wisdom, but it also triggers the Boundless Sands adventure, which may in fact be on the second reading. It's unclear, but it can go down here. Okay. Come on. I need him to have more combat for the moment. You can have this back. Oh, great. The shoes are an accessory too, so they can just sit there. Okay. Amur is in. We already have gotten support from him. So getting more support is not that big a deal. Can afford the double-headed dragon, but not so much anything else. So I'm not worried about that. We still don't have the influence for the prison. Our renown is ridiculous. Okay. Well, he will be back in 3 days, period, the end. So that's the thing. We need wisdom and survival. Do you have any survival? No. But I need to deal with you guys. I don't have any troops is the problem, but I can... No, stop that. Do this. I can also do this. And do this. to really make this a problem for them. I don't have to go myself. I just don't have any troops. I don't want his advantage to accumulate. So 1 success obstructs his plans. 3 success reduces advantage. He doesn't have any yet. 5 successes ruins him. So let's go ruin an asshole. That's done. My dear lovely wife is dealing with the estate today. I need to deal with this. The Divine Stallion is for 1 more, but unfortunately it means that I can do nothing here. Because I don't have a Conquest card. I only have Bloodshed, so that's just going to do things. Can you go buy a book? No, you are just useless. Alright. We need physique and combat. We could take followers, but this is what we're gonna do. It's a silver tactics. This should be okay. Using a conquest card can justify our intervention, but we don't have one, so we're just gonna help her. We're just gonna help her. Divine Stallion we could do tomorrow. That's really it for what we can do. All right, well, here we go. Following Fatuna's directions, you come to a noble winery. A winery that looks very peaceful. Is this the attacker's lair? Perhaps. You look at Fatuna. This is clearly a property dispute between 2 nobles, but in the Sultan's game, you can do whatever you want. We need at least 3 successes to survive the crises as we attack the estate. I don't know, does 8 seem like a good number? Stone Guy is a betrayed friend. We took him prisoner for not paying us back the money we loaned him. He decided to spend said money on jewelry and finery and not on the thing he said he was going to spend it on. So we walked him down an alley, knocked him out, and took him prisoner. That'll show that asshole. The guards here clearly lack proper training. An easy fight. Fatuna stands beside the corpse of the guards as if she was enduring something, but also like she has let go of something. Eventually, she just shakes her head and smiles faintly. Thank you, she says, and hands you a large sum of money, as promised. Plague Doctor? More bits. Stop it. Stop it this instant. Just because you have... Don't waste money on me, Plague. Come on, stop it. Thank you for the bits. I do appreciate it, but still... Please stop. You were very sweet to bits me so much, but 410 bits, like, please don't waste your money on me, all your money on me. You've got bills to pay, you know, classes to go to, food you need to eat. Save some of that for yourself, please. Please. Fatuna is grateful for your help. You now have her support. We have gained some charisma, and she has gained some support for us, so that's good for us. The price of recklessness. Word spreads quickly, however, of a rogue laying claim to a vineyard that was never his. No one cares for your reasons. The nobility only cares that estates are no longer safe, that what was seized once may be seized again. Their complaints against your unjust action reaches the court, and we lose frickin' influence because we didn't have a conquest card. The next bit badge is like 100 pounds of bits. I gotta save up. Oh my goodness gracious. You were gonna be the death of me, Plague. We also did get some notoriety for the vacant mansion. Ever since the humiliating night in the woods, Nawful has been the laughing stock of the Sultan's court, and your audacious actions have left him entirely disheartened. Now you have gained a great adversary who will go to great lengths to distress you. This time, you hear that Nawful is secretly sharpening his knife, forming factions. Let's give him a scare. We need at least one success to gain something. We only have one die to roll. If this is not a success, we're fucked. We're fine. I could put down some gold dice. But that's all of them? No, we're just gonna... He failed to succeed. With your efforts and warning, most people took a wait-and-see attitude towards Nawful, and he failed to garner more support. Okay, we definitely need to do more about that. I don't know what to do about it, but damn. We are so bad at being loved by nobles. Fuck nobles down to the bourgeoisie. Oh my goodness, you guys are the best. Thank you for the hydrate. I appreciate you, Bramble. Ah. Water, so good. People are still willing to come to our estate, so let's make some money. Ah, my wife. So good. We made money. A good night's sleep, perhaps. Perhaps. But unfortunately, we are very obsessed with our bloodshed card at the moment. Sultan is like the sun. Yes, we know. He projects distorted shadows named power when away from the court. He is still not seen today. But we realized what was behind some of those secretive glances and smiles by upgrading some inside information. Hoo boy. So we now have a little bit of notoriety, and less influence in court. Yikes. He's gonna lie low for more time. We need to do this or we lose out on getting the stallion right now. We don't have any of that. This is still in process. We could receive Divine Grace, and we also have a vacant mansion, acquired after resolving the occupiers. It is a location card. What can we do with this? Consider putting it in managing estate as a rental, or keep it for unexpected usage in the future. Thank you. Thank you for that. Okay, we can just kill this betrayed friend if we want. Like, we can just get rid of him. Be done. Do we have 3 of anything? No, just 2. Okay. Got some books. For now, Nawful is not a problem, but he will pop back up. He will. So we don't have anything that we can do for intelligence or convictions. I don't really know what goes in either of these. Well, we can put money. No, we cannot. We can highlight it, but we can't do anything with it. Okay. Well, this is fine. We need wisdom and survival, which is basically us. We can also take others.
Huh?
Our dear lovely wife has a little bit of survival because of the dagger, actually. And then, of course, we can boost that further. This gives us survival. Omens also give survival. Opportunity. We'll throw that on it. That should get us the stallion. So that means that you are managing the estate today. Please and thank you. And then we need something for him to do. Who's the bookstore? You already have support. The Chamberlain has given us his support. We could buy another book. I mean, buying books is always great. Or we could have him go to the bathhouse and get some information. Your wife is the real MVP of this game. Yes, she is. Maggie is the best. Waifu gaming. My Twitch wrap-up at the end of the year is gonna have like 400 hours of watching May. Probably. Is that a thing? I have no idea. Well, we have to do the bloodshed personally. It's just, the betrayed friend is probably going to end up being what solves this bloodshed card. We just don't have to do it today. I'm gonna send him to the bathhouse. I'm also gonna buy this. Just because it's useful some of the time. I don't want to equip it to anybody, so it's fine that I'm got everybody places. But we'll just have it on hand. Oh, we could also do this, actually. That might actually be better. There we go. All right. This is where we stand. We can do nothing else because this guy is a prisoner. He can't actually do things for us. We can't trust him as far as we can throw him. All right. We end the day. Someone swore that they had seen a pure black horse in the wilds east of the city. It was elegant and slender, with satin-like hair that shone as it ran, seeming to fly with the wind despite lacking wings. Many hunters tried to track it down and tame it, but they all returned empty-handed. Following the hunter's guidance, you lay in ambush for several days and finally saw it. The pure black stallion stepped into the shallow ripples of the oasis under the enchanting moonlight, its fur shimmering as though it held a light. Seemingly catching your scent, it raised its head and looked towards your hiding spot. You almost dared not breathe as it gazed out at you from afar. We need at least 2 successes to capture it. We've got 16 dice to roll, so I think the 7 is a shoo-in? If I understand correctly, there is no penalty for dragging the card resolution till the last day, so it makes sense to accumulate resources in the meantime. Yes. So long as we complete a Sultan's Game card on day 7 of our time limit, we're fine. We can just build up until we want to do it. That does not, however, mean that we shouldn't complete them when it's convenient, because sometimes things just don't roll up in the timetable you want. So the stallion steps gingerly, seeming hesitant. However, it soon snorts and approaches you. The shimmering light reflects in the water, creating a path of scattered brightness behind it. It lowers its head gently as it reaches you. You touch its warm forehead, feeling as though you've touched the generous gift of a deity. We have the stallion. We have gained some survival, as has our wife, which is good for both of us, I think. The warm flow of the water soothes your tense nerves in the bath. We are headed to the bath for some info. We need 1 success to get info. The higher the successes, the better for us. Well, 2 is fine. The sauna is crowded with people trying to talk to you. There's no need to pour water on the copper basin anymore. We got a bronze tactics, which is pretty good. We learned about matters that need our attention as well. But unfortunately, the stairs get to us after a while. Oh, people are going to the house. Let's see if we make money today. Oh, we make so much money. 5, actually, but still. We make the monies. It's very good. You list your vacant house for rent. Soon, someone reaches out to you. Something noteworthy has happened. I kind of only watch May at this point, so it's mostly gonna be me. Yeah, it's mostly gonna be me. Yay, if you have a limited event, it's different. Recently, several wells in the royal city have turned bitter, prompting many complaints. The Sultan asks for your opinion. Do we tell him to dig new wells? Do we tell him to supply water from outside the city? Do we tell him that the people must endure it? Or do we investigate the non-bitter water wells? And find out what is actually going on. What do we do, chat? What do we do? Plague wants to investigate. Bramble also wants to investigate. Same. Why aren't they bitter? What plague said? Okay, well, we are doing investigations. Let's go. Why does the well water taste bitter? You sense something is not simple. After investigation, you discover that some well owners deliberately put lime in others' wells. Such despicable tactics have recently doubled their earnings at the cost of bitter-tasting water for the entire city. The issue is resolved and some people are punished, but since you blocked others' income, it's understandable they bear grudges. Notoriety has gone up, influence has gone down. We are so bad at getting influence at court. Oh my god. Sultan is still not in. That's fine. Room for rent. A young nobleman has come to your door. Does he want something from you? We know this nobleman. We've seen him in the bookstore many times. The house occupied by vagrants. So we have a couple bits of notoriety, but overall we are very renowned. We also have a confession and the oh my gosh, we've got so many things going on. Let's organize, shall we? Okay. The stallion can stay. Actually, there's nothing in that row that... Oh, the tactics. The tactics needs to go down here. That was it, I think. Everything else is fine staying there. This is all good. We don't have 3 of anything here, so nothing we can upgrade. Alright. In this place of accumulated sins, you can confess your wrongdoings to the priest to cleanse your soul. Please choose a suitable person for confession or an item to be purified. Donate 3 gold. Faith in the Immaculate Purity. Things to repent or items needing purification. Do we have... Bond of Fate. It's unbreakable. I mean, you have piety. Did we collect any? We don't have any sins here. Not cursed as far as I know. We did do this, though. One usually cannot repeatedly confess. Confession can usually accumulate piety value. Oh. We don't have piety, but he does. I don't know how much piety you need to upgrade faith. Um... Hmm. Hey, Dragon. Thank you for the lurk. Looks like you're going to be notorious and not influential in the slightest. We'll see. We need more minions. Yes, we do. Library dating sim confirmed. Wait, that was clearly double dildo on one of the cards. Yeah, yeah. This is the double-headed dragon. An unambiguous sex toy. It may lead to increased enjoyment when used in the right context, but may be disastrous if brought out the wrong one. It gives you 3 stealth and 1 combat. You can literally bludgeon somebody to death with this thing. It's a fun time. You're gonna go here. It's fine. That's what you're gonna do. Zaki! We do have 3 support from this young noble. He's Fatuna's son. He is a remarkable youth, an uncut gem, pure, unpolished, and blissfully ignorant of the world's cruelties. Zaki, Fatuna's only son, comes bearing thanks for saving his mother and a personal request. Huh? I believe our wife will talk to him. What is your request, young man? He comes to you in the hope that he can fight like you did and protect his mother like you did. He asks for your tutelage. You are amused. You agree. So, he's now a follower. His opposition has gone away, and his support has risen. He is now 4 support. Zeki hopes to learn martial arts from you to protect his mother. How should you train this young man? Do we give him martial arts instruction, instigation of crime, or hunting practice? Which I believe this is combat, this is survival, and instigation of crime I think is stealth. So, combat, stealth, or survival? What do we teach him? Yeah, sorry, Broccoli. You must have been AFK when I went and bought that. It's a fun item. It's best to have in the brothel, but sometimes possibly elsewhere. Just saying. But what do we want to teach Fatuna's son? Combat, stealth, or survival? What does he have already? I can't click on him to find out. I have to decide what to prioritize. I mean, how we saved his mother was through combat, so maybe combat would be the thing. Trav, once again, I cannot look at Zaki's card to see what skills he already has while in this screen. I cannot reference anything that has passed. I can teach him combat, I can teach him stealth, and I can teach him hunting practice, all of which are skills that I have. When it came down to helping his mother, we used our strength stat and we used combat. So I can't click on anything outside of this box. I can reference no cards. We have combat, which is martial instructions. We have stealth, which is instigation of crime. And we have hunting practice, which is survival. We have all these skills. He wants to learn how to protect his mother. Which skill do we teach Zeki? Technically, we have stealth. We have all 3 of these skills. That's why we can teach it to him. Which one do we teach this young man? Teach him to be a criminal. Okay. Now we have the man. As a follower. He has learned combat, wisdom, charisma, physique. We have stealth, combat, survival. We have all of this. This is us. We can't raise our support for whatever reason, but we have gotten his support up to 4. So this man's, when he talks about us in court, is great. But we will teach him stealth. He tells Zeki that hiding and timing are very important to combat. Therefore, you decide to bring him to try to infiltrate a girl's boudoir. The higher the stealth of Zeki and his instructor, the more effective the training. He has no stealth. We have 2 stealth. She has no stealth because the thief's shoes are not... We can put the thief's shoes on him, and then he has a single stealth. Our wife does not even has a point of stealth. I think it's from this. I don't believe we're getting stealth any from anywhere. I'm pretty sure we got them from books. Our stealth is from books. But we could... Yeah, no, it's fine. So we could do this. And we could do... I don't necessarily want to teach him... And we could do this. And that will teach him stealth. There we go. We're teaching him stealth. He's in confession. We have a room to rent. A foreign merchant, Bharat, wants to rent our property, our vacant mansion. So we can take him up on his offer, and I don't see why not. You post a rental notice, and soon a foreign merchant comes to take your offer. The foreign merchant, named Bharat, is instantly captivated by this spacious and exquisite mansion. He reaches an agreement with you without even haggling. Henceforth, you can come every 5 days to collect rent at 3 gold coins. And we can also buy things from him. The Mantle of the Forgotten Gods is a bronze accessory. The exotic carved ring is a silver accessory. And the broken gold sword is a magic weapon of gold weapon. It's a nice weapon, actually. 20, 10, and 5, of course. And you can, I guess, sell him items of significance. Can I? Nope, apparently not that. Can I? Nope, apparently he will make requests. He's rented a vacant shop under your name to conduct some small business there. So... we just got paid, so we don't need to send anyone to do that. Okay. We don't have anything here, so that's done. He's coming back in a turn. He's coming... This is going to do something. We have the leader of the vagrants here, Raid. With her messy hair, crooked teeth, and lack of sophistication, one could argue she is nowhere near conventionally attractive. But her crooked smile and the mace in her hand make one overlook these flaws. She's got some stuff going on here for her. After defeating the villains, most will be imprisoned in the Sultan's jail, which we have no access to. Of course, we could save them if we want to spend some money. Opportunity or a conquest or extravagance card, no higher than bronze, can also be resolved here. So we'll save that until we have something for that. We need somebody to manage the estate. So where do we send our dear wife? We made a lot of awful things, but being a landlord? Nay? Yeah, I know. This game truly has corrupted us. It has indeed, you guys. But feel free to go follow me over on Blue Sky and YouTube. Just so you can keep track of what I'm doing and when I go live. Just saying. I am going to send... Who? Zaid is here? We don't have any support from him. And he does go to court on regs. So we're gonna buy another book while we're there, but we're gonna see if we can't influence him to have support. Alright, let's do it. We figured out what we're doing with our life. Or at least with today. End the day. Thank you very much. Although Nabini does not think he did anything wrong, under the current circumstances, he has no choice but to stay home and lie low. After a few days, Napani, is active in the city again. Of course, before that, he first comes to your doorstep to see if there's anything you need help with. Always, dude. The oasis discovered by you and cartographer Minal seems to have aroused the interest of the Sultan. Shadowy machinations are at work, pushing everything into the abyss, and you are powerless to stop them. You did not take advantage of the situation. You wait in endless torment until the news reached you. The Sultan's army flattened the new oasis and brought back endless wealth. In celebration, the Sultan is throwing a feast in his golden palace for all his courtiers. Amidst the festivities, you spot Minal. Her face bears a bitter smile. With an almost sobbing voice, she says, "I didn't know it would turn out this way." No one can fathom the Sultan's savagery. You are thrown back to that cold winter night of your adventure. It is as if you are again stranded on that empty moor, stalked by night predators with only the two of you guarding the fire, huddling for warmth. People will still come to our house and make us money. Ooh. Not as much money as usual, but that's okay. We still got money. Increasingly, we are obsessed with this game. The Sultan is still away from court, but he has returned. It has been 4 days. At the bookstore, we buy a book, Song and Silence, and we also try to gain influence over the person who is there, of which we do. We have support from Zaid in court, and we learned more opportunity as well. Whew. Confession. In this place of accumulated sins, you can confess your wrongdoings to the priest to cleanse your soul and belief. Faraj refuses to disclose his confession's content, but admits the act soothes one's mind. It's regrettable that one cannot confess often. At sunset, confessing believers disperse, and the church's unsullied stone pillars silently watch these extended, filthy shadows without speaking. You tell Zaki that hiding and timing are very important in combat. Therefore, you decide to bring him to try and infiltrate a girl's boudoir. You attempt to sneak into the boudoir of a noble girl. We need at least 5 successes, which means we have to have all 5 of these dice turn up. Well, that didn't work. I'm going to re-roll. That shouldn't have worked, but we did it. The training was very successful. His footsteps were light, and he walked through the woman's folk residence without disturbing anyone or leaving a footprint, only leaving a love poem on a handkerchief. He gains 3 sell for all of that. The Sultan has returned to his loyal palace. A project investment has reappeared. We can... Zeki wants to talk to us. So he wants that. And the famous Hamar brothers are back. Gosh dang it. There's so much to do and never enough people. But this is where we stand. We also gained a story, Fate Point. This is the story of a man of great charisma who attracted many followers to serve by his side. For a great game to continue, a few sacrifices are necessary. We have 5 followers in this run, so good for us. 4 Fate Points are at our disposal. Howsomever, I think that's it for my stream. Thank you guys for joining me today for more of Sultan's game. It has been completely wild. Completely wild. I am Mayrin Altheatover, and I stream Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern U.S. time. Please call me May and join me again tomorrow for some more Sultan's game to find out what terrible things we do going forward in this crazy, crazy game. I have notifications here or over on Blue Sky to let you know when I go live in case you need the reminder. The advantage for following and putting on notifications here is that is the only notification you will get. The advantage of going over to Blue Sky and doing the same either or, you know, choosing Blue Sky over here or doing both is that you also get to find out what other things outside of my stream games that I enjoy, like what fan fiction I'm into, what my interests are, what I think about tabletop RPGs, and other such things. Feel free to go at me over there, prompt me to respond. I'm bad at social media. I need all of your help. Please help. I'm useless. But I also have a YouTube channel, which has the beginning of Sultan's game and every other game that I have streamed, in case you want to check out what variety of games I like, which are all games with story, I might add. But it also means that you can catch up on what we've done so far in Sultan's game. Considering this is only my second stream of the game, you are not that far behind. It will not take you long to catch up. It'll also help you figure out what the frick is going on in this game. How it's played, what is going on, we don't know. But over there, if you subscribe and ring the bell, you'll know when the VODs go live, which is very handy dandy if I don't say so myself. We also raid our friends at the end of every stream, so let's go either find a friend to raid or make a new friend. Either way, we're raiding, and as always, I hope that you guys are well, that you are wonderful, that the rest of your day is fantastimagical. We're gonna go bother the Chameleon. He's playing Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered because why not? And he's great. He's fun. He's a fantastic guy. So please go support Cam, aka the Chameleon. He is a fun, great guy. Fellow streamer. I love it when he comes and jumps into my channel. I hope that you enjoy his. And until tomorrow, when I'm back with more Sultan's game, I wish you all the love and wonderfulness in the world. But until then, you guys, we raid in 3, 2, 1. See ya, everyone. Bye-bye.